Howdy, JR. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. What's up, Jacob? Dawn Lucero. I know, way too hot, way too soon. 102 on Saturday, but now a little bit of a break from the heat. We will not be, in fact, today was the last day of the excessive heat. Good news, right? I mean, for now. Well, Jacob, here's the sad reality. We're not even in summer yet. There's the radar, there's the weatherman. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope you're having a great Monday night. Look, I'm telling you right now, this was way too early. Okay, we hit 102 on Saturday. So normally we hit a triple-digit high at the end of June. Last year we hit it mid-June. This year we hit it at the end of May. So a full month ahead of time. And so, yeah, and remember, summer doesn't start till June 21st. So we still have 4 weeks until we usher in the hottest season of the year. So radar tonight, we still have some counties down to our south and west under a severe thunderstorm watch. Let me see what time that's until. Midnight on those counties to our south and west, and it's mainly because of the storms that you see in eastern Mexico, just kind of flirting with Webb County, southern Maverick County where Eagle Pass is. And I don't expect much to make it across. You can see a huge hailstorm over Mexico, just west of Laredo. See that big hail core when you start seeing that purple color? That's definitely getting upwards of about golf ball to ping pong ball size hailstones. Those will break glass for sure. Homemade pineapple okay, pineapple can't go on pizza, Jacob. I'm a pizza purist. Ice cold tea. That does sound good, though. I have had it. It doesn't taste bad. I'll admit it. But when we talk about pizza, I just love a traditional, like no topping, cheese pizza. Plain cheese pizza. Saturday for the free fishing day. Where's that, Kelly? Tell us about that one. That sounds good, but by Saturday, I think we're in good shape. We're going to get out of this little weather pattern we're in. I'll tell you, if you noticed the severe weather last week, right? A lot of severe weather, Central Texas, North Texas. Tragic in some of the tornadoes that were developed and formed in North Texas, Valley View, Texas, north of Denton. Terrible, devastating. High pressure kind of kept us quiet, and south of that, mainly because the dome of warm air aloft is a cap from all thunderstorm development. So that put the weather pattern just off to our north. I mean, if that high is a little bit farther south, some of that weather could have been here. So today, we're noticing that the high is not as strong, not as dominant, and we're getting some good thunderstorms off the dry line. That's the activity that you see today. So let me just take a closer look at what we saw in the area. It was all northwest of us. We did have some of these cells go severe, producing quarter-size hail, winds between about 50 and 60 miles per hour. That was the storm in Fredericksburg, northern Real County, central and north, Valverde County, everything west. San Antonio didn't get a drop of rain today out of any of it. So once again, the storms just kind of blew up over the hill country, did not have enough muscle to move much farther east. These came off the dry line. Let me just show you the setup, which remains in place for Tuesday. And it's a good one. I mean, we've got a stationary front to the north. We've got a dry line to the west. These are really good surface triggers. And with dew points in the mid-70s, temperatures in the 90s to low 100s, it's incredibly unstable air, ramped up atmosphere out there for sure. So on the surface, again, it shows you that things are still set up pretty good for another round tomorrow. So let me show you what we've got on the Severe Prediction Center's forecast for tomorrow. Another chance of severe, and this time we do have an enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5, dipping as far south as Comal and Kendall counties, even half of Kerr, all of Gillespie, Blanco. So from Austin south to Canyon Lake, New Braunfels is on the cusp of the 2 to 3, Bernie on the cusp of the 2 to 3, but Comfort, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, Johnson City, all under a 3 for severe storms tomorrow. Okay, this is going to be Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. Oh, the first Saturday of June. Okay, all of Texas, no license required. Hoping for some rain this evening, not even a drop. I know it. 36% chance of thunderstorms. Getting pretty exact at David Garcia's place. I love it. So, yeah, and that's a great tip. First Saturday of June, no fishing license required, David. Free fishing on Saturday, David.
Free fishing?
Anywhere in Texas, the first Saturday of June, no license required.
Shoot, that's fun. I have to pull out my pole.
Right?
Which, I mean, go buy one.
See, then it wouldn't be free fishing.
Yeah.
You have to go buy the pole. So in percentage, yeah, let's take a look. First, I want to take a look at the highs today. 99 for the city, 106 Pearsall, Cotulla. In fact, Pearsall and Cotulla, 108 Del Rio. Wow. Pearsall and Cotulla's heat index today got up to 120. 120. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe I was seeing it. San Antonio got as high as 113. New Braunfels got up to about 117. I mean, it was just insane. Yeah, Anthony, we need it bad. Keep away from a person named Alan with a fake profile picture. Oh. Gotcha. So yeah, these highs were crazy high, crazy high. You can just see what the difference is where some of that moisture was and some of where that dew point came down for a minute. So this is why we had an excessive heat warning today, but I'm going to tell you this. We will not have an excessive heat warning tomorrow. We're done with excessive heat, but we're not done with humidity, okay? So the dew points are, I got to hit the space bar. There we go. Dew points are staying in 70s all week and through the weekend. In fact, spiking a little on Saturday. I saw a dew point at 80 in Seguin today. That's tropical. When I say, I mean, that's equatorial. We had it as high as 77. That's what boosts that feels like all the way up to 113 in the city. Just incredible. Oh, and then we had poor air quality today. You know, all of last week when the haze was pretty thick and it was again thick today, we were at a moderate read, but for the first time in 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 to 3, we have unhealthy air for sensitive groups. That's still the case tonight. These are live air quality monitors. Austin, Laredo, Corpus Christi, all with us. Brownsville, unhealthy for all groups. So this is a poor air quality. It's funny that Victoria, in the center of it all, has good air quality at their monitor read. That's kind of odd because a lot of this is coming in from the south and has to do with the agricultural burn in Mexico. So with all that in place, there it is. Bad air quality. And that's the first time the air quality's been compromised with that haze, with that smoke that comes up. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you. We did hit a good target on the rain today. Notice that the rain fell and hit, it wasn't a whole lot, yes, I know, but at least some of it was hitting the extreme drought pocket. That's going to be northern Medina County through all of Kendall into southern Gillespie County. So we'll take it. Half of Kirk County, almost all of Bandera County, still under extreme drought. So we don't need any rain to the east where you can see there's zero color. Remember, yellow means dry, it doesn't even mean drought. So we just have moderate drought to a severe sliver in northwest Bexar County. But with the setup, like I showed you, still in place, and this is the setup I'm talking about with the stationary front, dry line to the west, we're going to have another decent chance of getting some storms to pop up tomorrow. So let's take a look at future radar and what the models are thinking on the timing for Tuesday. Well, this isn't accurate. So this model is going to be kind of hard to have any confidence in moving forward. In other words, it thinks the radar should look just like this. Of course, it is 9:19. This is 9 o'clock. We can move it up to 9:19. Not exactly, but we can even say 10 o'clock. And it still has some very heavy rain out there that's not even accurate. It's to the south, so it kind of missed it. It's off, I mean, where you see Carrizo Springs, heavy rain, that's pretty close. But what you see in San Antonio is not accurate at all. So let's just see what it says for Tuesday. just so we have something to compare and contrast on. Tuesday morning's dry. Once we get some heating, dry line storms west around Del Rio, Brackettville, Uvalde into tomorrow night. And that's it. Dying out. There's some showers down I-35 early Wednesday. So this was the early prediction I remember from even over the weekend. I was looking at the data that said it was really going to be overnight Monday into Tuesday. Overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning, more or less. And so that's essentially what the graph is kind of leaning back towards. Let's get to some other model predictions, our second opinion, if you will. Get the HRRR going. And see, it's got some rain in here at 9 o'clock. Not as much. That's a good sign. Tuesday afternoon, the rain is light to the west, heavy to the south and west. So it's again tomorrow night and another big impulse early Wednesday. So that's looking pretty accurate. I'm going to go with the HRRR tonight, and it's looking like late Tuesday into Wednesday. And again, a reminder, if you're just tuning in, the Severe Prediction Center's got an eye on us for Tuesday night, and I'm going to change that verbiage there, what you see Tuesday afternoon to Tuesday night. Maybe I'll go evening, just kind of split the difference. So we go into this body of text. Just that easy. Now it's Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. Do you think this early heat's any indication? It can be, Kay. You know, we're going into a La Nina summer, and so that usually means a hot summer like last summer. And so, yeah, you know, it could really be a cooker. Mackenzie, how you doing? Why do all these storms seem to keep missing us, right? They were dry line storms, so they're always going to be pretty far west. They get going, they crank up, and then we've still got some warm air aloft. We still have high pressure. Even though it wasn't strong today, it's still there. And so some of those storms hit that, and it's like hitting a brick wall. They just disintegrate. So they build up quickly, and they weaken fast. And so we only saw those isolated storms west of us. All right, so let's take a look at the 7-day before I let you go. Let me get ready for Ken's 5 News at 10. All's great, Brian. What's going on? It has been a while. Rockberry Ranch in Poteet. That sounds fun. Oh, San Diego, the perfect weather. Good for you. Hondo. Yeah, just you're in the 2 out of 5 risk tomorrow, Hondo. But you can see the probability is not getting good until tomorrow night. I'm sticking with this forecast. This was from earlier. 50% tomorrow night, but during the day, 10%, 20 to 40, 20 to 30, 20 to 40. You get the idea here that it's going to be evening hours and nighttime hours that have the best chance of getting rain the rest of this week. You also get the idea, no triple digits, no excessive heat. It will still be above average, but not by much. In fact, technically, 96 keeps us in a heat wave because that's exactly, it's 7 degrees, right? Above average, but 89 to be in the average. It takes 5 for 5 days to be a heat wave, and we've been there. We've been there for a while. A very active one, Luis. In fact, it's one of the highest, most robust forecasts from not only Colorado State, they're a leader in hurricane forecasting, but also NOAA. The NOAA forecast was very high, like one of the highest we've seen in a really long time as far as the amount of named storms. I don't have those numbers off the top of my head. But the beauty of it is we've got the technology, of course, that we know about hurricanes long before they're going to have any impact on our lives. 2 to 3 weeks before, sometimes even more. So, as far as an exact number, but I will tell you that conditions are highly favorable for a very active season because the La Nina hurricane season means warmer water, low upper level wind speeds. That upper shear is not going to be present. And we've got a good rising air motion in the Atlantic basin. Because the other thing that doesn't get talked about a lot in hurricane season when you have a La Nina is you've got a rising air motion in the Atlantic Basin, a sinking air motion in the Eastern Pacific. So when that happens, that rising air motion is obviously more conducive to good storm development. That's a great environmental plus for hurricanes to get stronger and, more numerous, if you will. So a higher number of them, and we're expecting like at least 6 to 7 major. This is in the prediction. That's category 3 or higher. Landfall chances, we can't, there's probabilities, but, we don't have to really get into that. Because what's the difference? We're going to see them so early, we'll know, but probability of a Gulf Coast hurricane, Atlantic hurricane, you're really splitting hairs at that point. Those kind of long-range forecasts, I just don't put stock in them because they've never proven to be highly accurate. What has proven to be highly accurate, the storm cone, the cone of probability. The last several hurricane seasons, that has been very good. They are really fine-tuning things in the Hurricane Center, doing a great job. You're welcome, Astrid. How are you? How do these storms not build? I know, right, Mark? A dew point of 80, you should snap your fingers and it starts raining. That's just incredibly high. I heard it put this way today. The humidity was like dog breath. I was like, they called it dog breath humidity. I said, oh man, that describes it. When you walk outside, right? And you're just like, oh. Hey, Diane. But I'll still take it. Leanne, what's happening? 82, I'm getting ready to turn 65 to 75. Nice. No storms tonight, Grace. No storms tonight, but maybe tomorrow night. No, we're not, Grace. They canceled Bexar County and the surrounding area. There's only a handful of counties down way south, like Laredo, down to Brownsville. The valley is still under a severe thunderstorm watch till midnight tonight. Hondo, Kathy, give me the owl howl. Give me that owl. Who? Hondo. Who? I don't know why I said Hondo howl or owl howl. That's not, the owls don't howl. They who, right? Anyway, hi Hondo. Hope you're having a good one. And I hope you guys have an awesome Monday night. That's going to wrap things up. Got to get ready for the 10. Love y'all. And we'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.